Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Sharon, and here at Sharon Plans I predominantly post videos related to budgeting and planning. So if that's your thing, then please stick around. Today's video is going to cover my sinking fund setup for the month of June. And as you can see, I've already listed out my sinking funds and set up my page. So what I'm going to start with is my beginning balances, and then I'll add what I'll be adding in for this particular month. For this month, I do have a new sinking fund system, as well as I've added one additional category. The reason why I switched up my sinking fund system is because I was previously using like a coupon type organizer, and it didn't allow for room to add additional funds as I needed to. So I did, however, switch to this kind of metallic looking, it's an A5 cover that I got from Amazon, and I just made a label out for it to say sinking funds. So now I'm going to be using this system. Before I move on to funding my sinking funds, I'm going to first start off with adding in my current balances from last month at the ending of May. So I'm just going to zoom you guys in a bit, and I'm just going to get started. So my first fund, and I hope you guys don't mind if I tilt this, it's just easier for me to write this way. My first fund is my Amex renewal. Now, my Amex renewal has a pretty hefty annual fee, but it's worth it to us because we actually use the benefits that the card allows. And since we've been on COVID-19, they've started giving back refunds on some of our streaming services to cover down, since we're not using some of the travel related benefits which we usually use. So we still think that the card is a good benefit, so we're going to continue to save to pay that renewal fee. So the beginning balance that we have, which we carried over from last month, was $555. This month we're going to add in $85. We'll just keep adding to it because the actual renewal is due. The first card is due in July, and then I believe the second card is due in August. So we'll just keep adding toward that. Second is my auto maintenance, and carrying over from last month, I'm carrying over a total of $437. And for this fund, I want to try to get it up to at least $1,000 before I stop funding it, because I want to make sure that when I do need tires that I'm able to purchase them. But in the meantime, I will still be taking out like my tag fees and any maintenance related fees that we have, like oil changes and things of that nature. So I'll just continue to keep adding to this fund until I reach $1,000, and then I'll stop. And for this month, I'm just going to add $50 to my auto maintenance. My next category is back to school, and this is a new category. I'm not going to try to capture anything for clothing related items. This is just strictly for supplies that my son may need. He's going to be going to junior high school, or now what they call middle school. And he likes to get a couple of different fancy things that he may be able to get that he wasn't able to get when he was in elementary. So I just want to make sure that I budget for that. So I allow him to get all the cool kid things that he wants to go back to school. So I'm just going to allocate $25 for that this month. My bad. We're starting off the back to school fund, since this is new, with $0, and I'll be adding $25. I figure if I put $25 in June and July, by August, because he doesn't start school until September, so by August he'll have $75. He can go to Target or wherever and get whatever he needs. My next category is childcare. I haven't been paying childcare since March, but I have still continued to put away like $40 a month just for any incidentals that I might need. They still haven't given us the green light on whether camp is going to be a go or not, but I'm not putting away money for camp for this year. I may do so for next year, try to save up so that I have all of the camp money for the summer for next year. But I didn't start early enough this year. So I'll have to include that in my monthly budget if that actually comes to fruition. Carrying over from last month was $220, and this month I'm going to add another $40. And for this fund, I'm going to just get it up to maybe about $300, and then I'm going to stop until I decide whether or not I'm going to go ahead and try to save the camp funds for next year or not. Next, I have my clothing, And my clothing, I carried over $374 from last month. And this month, I'm going to add in $100. And that's just for any clothing related items that any of us may need. So that's why I'm trying to keep that. And I will get the clothing to about $500. And once I get it to $500, I'll go ahead and stop. Next, I have my Costco renewal. And carrying over from last month was $65. And I just actually renewed this. So I was a bit ahead. So I just adjusted. And this month, I'm only going to allocate $5 toward my Costco renewal. Because if I continue to add $5 from now until next April, that'll put me a little bit ahead of where I need to be to pay my renewal fee. My next one is my HOA fee. And carrying over from last month was $102. And I adjusted this one as well because I was a little ahead. So this one I'm only going to allocate $15 to this month. Next, I have my house account. And this account is related to my rental property. And so I just want to keep on building up money so that when my tenant moves out, I'll have enough money to make any necessary repairs or things like that before we get ready for a new tenant, if that's what we decide to do. So I'm carrying over from last month $1,170. And this month I'm going to be allocating $172 toward that fund. Next, I have gifts. And from last month, I'll be rolling over $125. And I just use this kind of for all types of gifts. Birthday gifts, Mother's Day gifts, Father's Day gifts. So I don't have to have a separate line in my budget for that particular month. But this month, I did allocate $250 because I know that Father's Day is coming up. And I do want to get my husband and my father something. So I will have that money set aside in there for that. Next, I have my medical category, and I'm carrying over $310 for medical from the month of May. And for the month of June, I'm going to put in another $50. For trash, this is a quarterly bill that we have to pay. So every month, I just take out a third of the trash bill, and I just put it in a sinking fund. So carrying over from last month is $31. And I allocated another $31 for this month because the trash is every 90 days, it's $93. So I put away $31 each month until I hit that number, and then I pay the bill. For vacation, I am rolling over a total of $1,000. And we did have a vacation scheduled for this month to Jamaica, but we actually are going to postpone that until next year. I'm still going to keep contributing to this sinking fund because I want to continue to build it up in the event that we decide to do something, because we've also canceled our travel plans for November as well. We normally do a family trip for Thanksgiving because we haven't been home for Thanksgiving in years. It's been more than a decade. But we've also decided that we would cancel those plans as well, and we're going to just go to a family member's house. So we will use some of the money probably for contribution to that, but we will not be traveling like we do normally every year. So I'm going to allocate $100 again to the vacation fund. Moving on to Christmas, I currently have $900 rolling over from last month for Christmas, and this month I'm going to add another $100. I know my Christmas fund may seem a bit bloated to some of you, but it seems like I would just prefer to over-prepare, because some years it just seems like we just really blow the budget, and I want to make sure that I have enough set aside, and I'm going to try to sit down and really try to allocate. I mean, I normally do allocate how much I want to spend, and then it just sometimes doesn't work out that way per person, I mean. So I'm really going to sit down and work within what I have and what I've saved for this year, and that's all. I'm not going to add anything additional to it for this particular year and moving forward. That's just the way I plan to do it. So these are my sinking funds. These are the 13 that I have right now. There may be some changes. I'm actually hoping that there are some changes because we're thinking about selling our rental property. So if we do, a couple of these categories will come off, and I'll have a chance to maybe increase what I'm putting in on some of the other ones or save towards some other things. So without further ado, let me just get my cash set up, and then I'm going to start funding my new sinking fund system. Okay, so I have my cash set up and I'm ready to begin. So first, I'm gonna start with my Amex renewal, and I have just a little budget ledger in the front which tells me what I carried over. And so for today, I am 6/7. I am going to add in $85. And so my starting balance is $555 plus 85, and that's going to give me a total of $640. So I just want to make sure that my money is right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 70, 90, 510, 530, 550, 5. So that's $555, and I'm going to add $85. So I'm going to do a 50, 20, a 10, and a 5. So that's 50, 70, 85. So now I can just look at my ledger and see what I have, what I've added, and I can move on. Next, I have auto maintenance. For auto maintenance, today I'm going to be adding in $50. So that's going to bring my new total to $487. So carrying over $437. So 50, 100, 50, 200, 50, 70, 290, 310, 330, 350, 370, 390, 410, 430, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's $437. And I'm just going to add a 50, which will give me $487. And like I said, I want to get this fund to at least 1,000 before I stop funding. Next, I have back to school. And back to school is a new category, so I'm starting off with a balance of 0. But today, I'll be adding in a total of $25. Next, I have childcare. And my childcare category, I am carrying over $220. And so today, I will be adding in another $40. And that's going to bring my total to $260. So let's just count it out. It's 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 40, 60, 80, 220. And I'm just going to add 2 20s. I love these little plastic envelopes because since we've been going through the pandemic, I've only been able to get money from the ATM, and some of the envelopes were getting quite full, so my coupon organizer was like bulking out. So I'm so happy now that I got these, because they can allow for a pretty good amount of cash. So I'm pretty happy with this new system. Next is going to be my clothes. And I carried over from last month $374. I actually made a purchase today, which I did add to it, but I'll also, which brought me down now to $308, because I used $66 of it today. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So although I carried over $374, I spent $66 today, so now I have $308. So today I'm going to be adding in a total of $100. So that's going to bring me to a total of $408. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and add some 20s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's $100 to clothing, to close it out with $408. My next category is my Costco renewal, and I am carrying over a total of $65. So 20, 40, 50, 65. And my tracker is filled from this side. So I'm just gonna turn it over, and then today I'll be adding in a total of $5. So that's gonna bring me to $70. And I'm just gonna take a 5. Like I said, I'm ahead on this fund, so I could afford to decrease the amount and allocate those funds to some of my other envelopes. Moving forward to my HOA, and I am carrying over a total of $102. So that's 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 1, 2. And my tracker is full on this side as well. So today I'll be adding in a total of $15. So that's going to bring my total to $117. And I'm just going to take a 10 and a 5. Next I have my house fund, and I'm carrying over a total of $1,170. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 50, 8, 50, 9, 50, 1,000, 50, 1,100, 20, 40, 60, 70. So that's 1,170. And today I'm going to be adding in a total of $172. And so let me just get my phone right quick. So that's $1,172 plus 172, and that's a total of $1,344. So I'm gonna do 3 50s, a 20, and 2 singles. So that's 50, 100, 50, 70, 1, and 2. Next we have gifts. Carrying over from last month, gifts has a total of $125. So that's 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this month I am going to put a total of $250. That's 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, and 50. And I'm going to be adding in 250. So that's going to give me a total of $375. Next category is medical. And medical is carrying over a total of $310. So that's 1, 2, 3, wait, 250, 310. Let me just count that again. That's 1, 2, 50, 310. And medical is going to get a total of $50. So we're just going to take a 50. So medical is gonna have a total of $360. Next category is trash. And as I mentioned, trash is a quarterly bill. So carried over last month, $31. And this month I'm gonna add another $31. And I'm gonna have to, I know I can just make change. So I'll just take that 10 out and just add 2 20s and a 1 for a total of $62. I probably added a 10 somewhere I wasn't supposed to, but it's all good. It still balances out. So I'm gonna add another 31, and that's gonna be a total of 62. Next I have vacation. And vacation has a total of $1,000. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 56, 57, 58, 59, 50, 70, 90, 1,000. And today I'm going to be adding in 100. So that is 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. And so today I'm adding in 100. So that leaves me with a total of $1,100. And like I said, I'm going to keep contributing to this fund until I get at least maybe around the 1,500 mark before I stop filling it. And last but not least, I have Christmas. And Christmas has a total of 900. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 50, 7, 50, 8, 50, 70, 90, 900. And I'm going to be adding a total of $100 today, which should be the remainder of these funds. So that's 50, 70, 90, 100. And so Christmas ends up with $1,000 for this month. And like I said, I'm going to continue to fund this sinking fund as well, and I'm going to make sure that I stick to only what I've saved in this envelope for Christmas. No more overspending. Okay, so now that I have my funds, so before I go, I'm just going to go ahead and total up my funds. I'm just going to zoom you guys in a bit just so I get the totals. So for my beginning balance, I have 555 plus 437, 220, 374, 65, 102, 1170, 125, 310, 31, 1,000, and 900. So that's $5,289. And what I added in this month should be exactly what I put in my budget, which was $1,023. So let's just check the numbers. 85, 50, 25, 40, 100, 5, 15, 172, 250, 50, 31, 100, and 100. It's $1,023. So that's all I have for you for this video. So If you like the content, please like, subscribe, and leave me a comment down below if you have any questions. But other than that, I'll see you in my next one. Bye for now.